Good afternoon, everybody. President sir, President-elect sir, HSG
Good
sir.
afternoon, Samir ji. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon,
Good
bhai.
afternoon.
Nice to see you all fully blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your
Vasant,
color seems a bit different.
No, I'm wearing a combination of two blues, light blue and dark blue.
ji, Dr. Vasant ji.
Hello, doctors.
Sameerji,
We are live on
President
YouTube
should
right
put an
now. Can we?
award those who are wearing blue shirts. President and who are all wearing blue.
Doctors, we are live now. Can we start? Thank you. Dr. Samir, we are live.
Samir, you need to unmute. Yeah.
Yes, sir. As soon as the President sir says, we will start.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, respected President of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, our dear Dr. Basavaraj sir, respected President-elect sir, Dr. Vasant Kalatkar sir, respected immediate past President sir, Dr. Upendra Kinzavdekar sir, all our respected Vice Presidents from all the zones across India, Dr. HSG sir, Dr. Yogesh.
Samir ji, you are muted.
The network issue there, network.
I think he has lost connection. I think we
Yeah,
should.
yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Hello, yeah, I apologize. There was some problem on my side. And all the respected seniors, all the pediatricians who have been working on autism, and all the respected ladies and gentlemen, everybody today for this IAP ke baat community ke saath, where we are going to do autism ke baat community ke saath. Today, along with the words of wisdom from all our seniors, we have a wonderful duty to perform, and that is the release of the updated IAP guidelines on autism, which is one of the hallmarks that is being produced under the IAP Ki Baat community ke saath, and to welcome everybody and to give a gist of the program so far and to give us an idea and his vision for autism. I also welcome our guests today, Dr. Dipti Agarwal, Dr. Vivek Singh sir from UNICEF, as well as our own dear President of the International Pediatric Association, Dr. Naveen Bhai Thakkar sir. Welcome sir, welcome madam. And now to give us the idea of how the program is going to proceed all over India, we now invite our dear President sir, Dr. G.V. Basavaraj sir, who's fully dressed in blue, to speak to us about Autism Ki Baat, IAP ke saath, community ke saath. Respected President sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Samir ji. Respected our IAP President, IPA President, Dr. Naveen Thakkar sir. Our UNICEF country chief, who has been a member of our Indian Academy of Pediatrics and closely working with Indian Academy of Pediatrics almost for the last 6 to 7 years, and also an awardee of FAAP, Dr. Vivek Virender Singh ji, our country chief of UNICEF, my close friend. Welcome, Dr. Vivek ji. And the WHO country chief, Dr. Deepti Agarwal, yet to join because she is having some technical issues. And our Honorable President-elect of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Dr. Vasant Kalatkar. And our immediate past President, Dr. Upendra Kinjavdekar. And dynamic and most popular Secretary of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, who was working day and night, the Professor Yogesh Parikh. And our National Treasurer, Dr. Athanu Badraji. And all the national coordinator of this program, Dr. Geeta Patil, Dr. Kishore Baindur, Dr. Shantraj, Dr. Amresh Patil, of course, Dr. Samir Dalwai, and our team of scientific and OB members and EB members of Indian Academy of Pediatrics. We all know we have started with an IAP ke baad community ke saath launching a program on February 13th with none other than our Niti Aayog member and our own pediatrician, Dr. Vinod K. Paul, along with Professor Pukraj Bapna, our Padma Shri. Subsequently, we launched a program on obesity. Of course, later Down syndrome on March 21st. So all the three programs, which has been created a lot of awareness in the community and also meaningful actions by the member of our Indian Academy of Pediatrics, as well as our branches of the district, as well as the state branches, and doing a great job by the 45,000 member of Indian Academy of Pediatrics. They're doing a great job on all these programs. Today is we are going to address one of the most important thing, which is where as a pediatrician we need to be aware, that is autism. Following a COVID-19, whether and also our launching up in our ECD module in the 2021, when I was a secretary, Professor Piyush Gupta ji was the president, where we have trained in almost nearly 10,000 pediatricians across the India to we detect a developmental and behavioral issues. Among that, autism is also one of the things where we have been created a lot of awareness among the pediatrician. So now autism is one of the things which has been picked up early, counseled to the parent early, and meaningful things has been done by our member as well as our developmental pediatrician. This is one of the major issues which is occurring not only in India and across. Lot of myths and things are there. We as a professional body, as a child advocate, in association with Government of India, UNICEF, WHO, and of course our IPA. So we need to do something at the ground level. That's the reason why Indian Academy of Pediatrics is taken this important thing. For that, our scientific committee has been formed with the guidance of our national coordinator, Dr. Samir Dalwaiji, Leena Srivatsav, Leena Deshpande, Jafar Minani from our Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, along with Dr. Shambhavi. So they did a great job in preparing the things where IAP, which is known for an authentic, reliable, and information that should reach to the members and also the community. That's why IAP is doing this. And we know that many tools which is available. As in a professional body of 45,000 members, we need to look at the tools which is available and make them to be available and also create our own tool so that this can be utilized by our member as well as any healthcare provider. That's why our Indian Academy of Pediatrics is doing a great job in this. So with these few words, I welcome you all to this important meeting, and with all your support, we can do wonders for our children of this country. And of course, our IPA President, Dr. Naveen Thakkar sir, and our UNICEF, Dr. Vivek Virender Singh is there. Together, we'll not only in India, we'll take it to the beyond the borders too, within all your cooperation. Thank you very much, Samir ji. Back to you.
Thank you, and thank you so much for your guidance, respected sir. Thank you so much. Shruti ma'am, quick question. Do you have the video of Down syndrome ready about the work that was done in the previous meeting?
Yes,
yeah.
doctor.
So request Basaraj sir to just declare that the work done in Down syndrome can be shown. Sir.
Yes, sir. So we all know all the three programs is launched. Now Shruti will show that video. What are our members and branches are doing it to the. These are all the some of the activities which has been done by our members of 45,000 member, also branches. Over to you, Samirji.
So, sir, I just wanted to say personally, as somebody who has worked in this field for 21 years, that the whole concept of IAP ke baat community ke saath is to make all these topics which earlier people used to consider as taboo. Nobody in pediatrics used to speak about this. But I love the way in which the entire video was made and with the nice music. So even the committee, my media committee, which has been helping us, I would like to thank, because it's all this aspect that we want to embrace these children. So going ahead now on this occasion, I'm also going to invite our President-elect Dr. Vasant Khalatkar, and I request before Dr. Vasant Khalatkar gives us his words, Dr. Basavaraj and Dr. Khalatkar to release the press release on behalf of Autism Day. And Shruti, while you are getting it ready, and President Sir and President-elect Sir is there, this is a press release which is going to be shared with all the IAPNs, not just the spokesperson, but all the IAPNs. Wherever you are, you can translate it in the local language, and you are requested to organize local meetings with the media and the press and share this with them. So, sir, can you please declare Dr. Vasant, Dr. Basavaraj for the press release?
Yeah. Shruti, can you display? We declare officially press release has been done from the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. Vasantji, over to you.
Thank you.
Unanimously.
Yeah. Vasant sir, may we request you to please offer your words of wisdom, and I'll request all the speakers that we can just address all respected members on the dais instead of going individually. Dr. Khalatkar sir, over to you.
Can you close this?
Yes, so here's a press release which will be sent to all our 44,000 members. Thank you so much, Shruti ji. Over to Vasant sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So, respected all today's guest, Dr. Deepti Agrawal, Dr. Vivek Singh, our own alumna of Nagpur, now at UNICEF level, Dr. Naveen Thakkar, who you know, our respected president, all dignitaries who are working hard for this program, that is the IAP Ki Baat community ke saath, all spokesmen, and dear my friend, pediatrician friends and press reporters. Today, as we come together to observe World Autism Awareness, we gather with a shared commitment, the inclusion of neurodiversity in our society. It's a day that calls not just for awareness, but for action across every layer of our community. From parents to pediatricians, schools to NGO, we all share a profound responsibility in focusing an environment of acceptance and celebration for neurodiverse individuals. What are our goals? Our goal is to accept, embrace, and celebrate the neurodiverse minds amongst us. For parents and families, your journey reflects love, resilience, and advocacy. You are the first teacher, the lifelong supporters, and the champion your child needs. To the pediatrician and healthcare professional, who are we? Our role is in early identification and supportive guidance, and somehow in the treatment and follow. Education institute definitely plays a crucial role in shaping inclusive environment where every student, regardless of neurodiversity, can flourish intellectually, emotionally, and socially. The tireless efforts of NGOs and community organizations deserve our utmost gratitude. Your advocacy, resource provision, and commitment to policy reform serve as a beacon of hope, bridging the gap between neurodiverse individuals and a society that learns to embrace them only. Just 15 days before, there was a program at Bhubaneswar, and that was the Art for Autism, which was the gallery of the pictures by children who are autistic, and it was an excellent show. So you can use that shows the potential in the child. And today, the same thing we have arranged by Thana Academy of Pediatrics, and that is going to be regular event for all over India. In our pursuit of inclusion, Let us remember the mantra, it's all right to be different. Let us embrace diversity in all its form, recognizing that our differences are what make us beautiful and profound human. I, Dr. Vasant Khalatkar, on behalf of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, stand before you not just as a speaker today, but as a believer in the boundless potential of every individual. I am not giving up on the dream of fully inclusive society, and I urge you to join me in this endeavor. Together, we can break down the barriers, celebrate the victories, and pave the way for a world where neurodiversity is not just accepted but embraced as a vital part of our collective humanity. Thank you for your dedication and passion for pediatric medicine. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you once again. Please disseminate the knowledge in single word that whatsoever you are getting from IAP, please disseminate to all your colleagues, all parents, teacher, school, and all your patients. That is going to make a difference. Thank you once again. Jai Hind, Jai IAP.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vasant Khalatkar, sir. Thank you very much. And I would request all of our delegates or all of our viewers to please go into the chat box. And Ms. Shruti has shared all the channels, all the links of IAP, the official links which Dr. Khalatkar was referring to. And please download and join it. And as you do that, I now have the pleasure to invite our friend and immediate past president, Dr. Upendra Kinzardekar, sir, to please offer his guidance on the issue. Dr.
Thank you so much.
Kinzardekar.
Thank you, Dr. Samir. Good afternoon, everybody. Respected President, Dr. Basavaraj, Dr. Vasant Khalatkar, Dr. Naveen Thakkar, and Dr. Vivek Varinder Singh, Dr. Dipti Agarwal, and everybody else, those who have joined in. I'm not taking names, as Samir said, for the short of time, but we are all, respected colleagues of OBEB of 2024 and all pediatricians, those who have joined for this program. Greetings. All of us know we have been making this Autism Awareness Day, celebrating it on 2nd of April, year after year. But I feel, friends, all of us know that the prevalence of autism is increasing by day. But the only good part is the understanding and awareness among pediatricians has definitely increased. And last couple of years, thanks to first NCECD program, which gave us some empowered the pediatricians to make early diagnosis. Last year, Samir, if you remember, we had the theme of empowering parents, the vital role of pediatricians. So we felt that pediatricians should be the ones who would be doing something, empowering the parents. But this year we want understand and empower. I think that makes such an important thing. So we are day by day increasing our awareness, and our understanding of autism is increasing. All of us know there is no single cause. There are multifactorial factors, but we must help those parents to understand why and how to overcome the challenges that child is facing. I think once we do that, every child will be, supported well by the pediatrician as well as by the parents. All of us understand that synaptogenesis and pruning is the most important thing. And then the child gets literally overwhelmed by the sensory stimuli. And once the parents understand that, that is the reason my child is avoiding eye contact. That is the reason my child is preferring loose clothing. That is the reason my child is preferring same food. I think they would be helping the children much more rather than saying, "Ye itna limited activity, limited cheeze kyun karta hai?" I think that is what is understanding and empowering is all about. So extremely careful about their special senses, all of us know. But finally, friends, I would say that we are always talking about, their limitations, but we must talk about their strengths. That gives such a positive feeling to the parents. Their intellectual strengths, their keen observatory power, tremendous, more than any one of us, great attention to details. They have excellent memory, intense interest in specific subject. With this idea, and not only our pediatricians are going to make the recognition early, but going to help the parents. Finally, friends, I would just request each one of you, 45,000 of our pediatrician colleagues, let's today take a place that none of us are going to miss a child with some suspicion, from 6-month visit to 18 months. We have ample time, and let's refer them in time so that we have the best outcome of the children. Even in the best of Western countries, the average age is 2 years when they actually diagnose. So let's have it at least 18 months, and it can only happen if we have great sensitivity towards understanding of autism. Thank you so much. Greetings, and let's make this day special for these special children. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your inspiring words, Dr. Upendra ji. And it's a pleasure to have all the three presidents here, along with, of course, our past president here, Naveen Bhai Thakkar sir. And now we move ahead to our dynamic Honorary Secretary General, Professor Dr. Yogesh Parikh, for his words of guidance. Yogesh Bhai, over to you.
Thank you, dear Dr. Samir Bhai. And on this auspicious day of this 2nd April, we are empowering, understanding and empowering the autistic people, those who are contributed in this society and the world in the very effective manners. So this theme, understand and empower, that our beloved President Dr. Basavaraj sir and Dr. Vasant Khalatkar, Dr. Upendra Kinjwarkar sir, and our own IPA presidents, Dr. Naveen Bhai, Dr. Deepti Madam, Dr. Vasant, Dr. Vivek ji, and all past presidents, and our vice presidents and the executive board members, all here to understand and empower these autistic people. And the scientific committee have an action plan, ABCD. A for the autism awareness, and B for the beware of the screens, so means reduce the screen time. C for the counsel and the consult, and D for the diagnose and demastic mice. So this ABCD action plan we have to roll out to all our 45,000 pediatricians across the country. And by this, joining our official handles, social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, then the YouTube and the WhatsApp channel, and using the hashtag, we should percolate this all knowledge and our this IAP की बात community के साथ, with all these themes, autism की बात community के साथ, to all the general population of the country, and we can create the history in these regards. So we are percolating this press release and all these medias and everything material in the 8 regional languages: Hindi, English, Kannada, Marathi, Gujarati, Malayali, and all Telugu. So we have to convey message to the common people by putting this message in our official media. So our IAP will lead in the front foot, and the people will come to know about the IAP activity, and our motto of this IAP ki baat community should be the fulfilled. So thank you very much, Dr. Samir and the whole team. We are doing wonderful work under the leadership of our both the president and with the guidance of our seniors like Dr. Naveen Bhai and all past presidents. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yogesh Bhai, Dr. Yogesh sir, for your kind words, and thank you for the inspiring address to everybody. I now have the honor to now invite our president, our treasurer of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Dr. Atanu Badra sir, to please offer his guidance about how the community as a pediatricians can participate in the community. Dr. Atanu Badra, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Samir. We all know that now that we have an idea that autism is a problem of communication, a disorder where communication is affected. It is very paradoxical that in an age where communication is so fast, everyone is working on communication, but still autism is increasing. So the whole team has worked very hard under the leadership of our president, and we have the scientific material, the content and everything. Congratulations to the team. It will now depend on all of us to take this material to all the corners of the country and to make the visibility of IAP and to help our parents and our countrymen. So over to Dr. Samir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Atanu, for your kind guidance. We are waiting for to be joined now by Dr. Jason Unni, who was in charge of the autism campaign about the expert committee for autism, and along with him, we had the honor of having Dr. Leena Srivastav. Dr. Leena, you're there. Dr. Shambhavi Seth, Dr. Zafar Minai, Dr. Kawaljit Singh Multani, and myself to work with Dr. Jason Unni on the expert committee to design the material for the World Autism Day. So I would like to thank all my colleagues on this committee. And as Dr. Jason has joined, sir, are you there?
I think sir is not.
Yeah, he's just joining. I'll come back to him. But just going ahead, I don't think whether Dr. Geeta Agarwal madam has also joined us, but we have been joined by our dear friend and pediatrician and now country head UNICEF, Dr. Vivek Singh, sir. And I would now request to invite him and Dr. Kishore Bandur sir, who chairs the extremely important monitoring committee of IAP Ki Baat Community Ke Saath, and who has been played a pivotal role in this entire IAP Ki Baat Community Ke Saath, Dr. Kishore Bandur sir, to kindly welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Vivek Singh, and then also invite him to unveil the poster for autism followed by his address. Dr. Kishore Bandur sir, over to you, please.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Dignitaries who have joined this very important meeting on a very auspicious day, the World Autism Day. You have heard many of our dignitaries speak already on what this program is all about, that is the IAP Ki Baat Community Ke Saath. And this is the fourth of such academic program or the material that is being disseminated in the community. And just before this, we had a tete-a-tete with Dr. Vivek, and he was telling us that it is already, in the air, that he could see the stamp of IAP in many of the social media, etc. And that is a good pat on our back that it's such a short time we could reach thing, but no, we are not stopping at this. We are going further and seeing that IAP becomes a brand all over India. And now with the IPA in action with Dr. Naveen Thakkar with us today, I'm sure this will cross boundaries and reach the nook and corners of the world and spreading, very reliable, researched material for all the common subjects of interest to the community. It is my proud privilege today to introduce a very honorable person, and that is Dr. Vivek Virendra Singh, who is a health specialist, UNICEF in the India country office. See, this name, name that is Dr. Vivek Virendra Singh is something which is, brings out a lot of vibes in it. He is a health specialist at the UNICEF India country office. He is dedicated public health advocate with extensive experience. His skill in health and development program planning and management. He's proficient in health diplomacy, health security, social enterprise, and non-profit management. He has an experience of 20 years in the global health thing. He specializes in planning, implementation, and evaluation of health programs, action research, and academics. He's worked with various state health departments, world organizations, UN agencies, academic institutions, and of course, research organizations. He provides consultancy services for philanthropies, foundations, and NGOs. He offers expertise in public health, project feasibility studies, project planning, government liaising, HRD, and HR recruitment, performance improvement, and project evaluation. We are very blessed in having Dr. Vivek Virendra Singh of the UNICEF amongst us on this very important day, and I will extend to him a very warm welcome on behalf of all the 45,000 IAPians to this important occasion, and also request him to give us a few words of wisdom and knowledge on his behalf. Thank you, Dr. Samir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce the dignitary of the stature of Dr. Vivek Virendra Singh. I think we can ask him to take over, release our material, which has been prepared so nicely by the scientific committee, and we hand over the mic to Dr. Vivek Virendra Singh. Thank you.
Shruti, you can share the material.
Yeah. Vivek sir, are you there?
Yeah, sir, he's there.
Hi, Samir, yes.
Yeah. So you can, we'd like you to declare that we can share the material.
Please do share.
Shruti, can you share it? Yeah.
आपके शो हंसते हैं.
Wow. So yeah, I declare this as released.
Yeah, please go ahead, Vivek.
So my greetings to all the presidents. I see Dr. Basavraj sir, past president, Upendra sir, a very good friend too, and Dr. Khalatkar, who's the future president, and of course the global IPA, Dr. Naveen sir, all the other office bearers, friends, and as Samir said, we will stick to all the respected seniors and can't take everybody's name. You know, I am humbled by what Dr. Kishore sir was saying in the introduction, but this is what happens. Sometimes, you know, some of the things that are mentioned on the LinkedIn are before I joined UNICEF, and I cannot do any of those things. In fact, I'll be out of job if UNICEF understands that I do global consultancies on those topics. But yes, I have 3 affiliations I'm very proud of. I am a health specialist, and yes, currently the chief of health, because my boss, Luigi, is on leave, and that is why I'm holding the charge of chief of health. And I teach at Emory University and Columbia University as a full-time adjunct faculty. And I was the regional editor for Lancet for India for 3 years. And why I think this is important is because the kind of rigor IAP can bring in the evidence and some of the materials being released, and I'm personally privy to this, as Basavraj sir said, for the past 6 or 7 years with the president's offices, offering that space of working closely with IAP. I've seen materials being developed for it, this early childhood development, for all the topics that was mentioned by President sir today, that the rigor of science that goes into all that IAP is producing is not just relevant for India, but for the entire globe. And with IPA being there in partnership with IAP, I'm sure India can do a lot of good to the pediatric practice globally. So that is very important. And of course, last but not the least, the affiliation of fellowship of IAP, although I'm not a pediatrician, I'm a public health professional, but nonetheless. You know, I would just want to say 2 or 3 things which has been said by my predecessors. Today is the World Autism Day, and I heard about the theme also, understand and empower. Very important point. I don't know who said this. I think Dr. Khalatkar sir was saying this. So this also reminds me from one of your materials, and I want to take that. Somebody gave an acronym that for autism, always unique, totally intelligent, and sometimes mysterious children. So I think the theme for this year is colors. And it is so apt. You know, if you look at the diversity, and autism is a spectrum disorder. So there are kids who are on one end of the spectrum, highly intelligent, doing very well in life. And there are kids who are on the other end of the spectrum who are not picked early. And if we do not pick early, and if we do not start intervening early, we are not giving those children the same opportunity as the kids who are highly intelligent. And we cannot give to those kids the examples that, you know, Einsteins and the Newtons and the likes were also autistic. So I think this is the unique proposition with autism, that it has to be our understanding for this neurodiversity, celebration of that, understanding the 2 words that we have chosen today, understand and empower, understanding of the challenges that each individuals and their family goes through, understanding that what are the needs for these individuals, and then accordingly responding to every child. And I think this is where IAP can play a very important role of creating this awareness about the neurodiversity, how every child is unique, and we need to reach out to every child to understand that very child's unique situation. And then the word empower, I want to pick from your theme, that we need to empower everyone who would come in contact of that child as the child is growing through the growth journey, for ensuring that that child gets the same opportunity as every other child to thrive to their maximum potential. And this is very important. For example, if you pick some of the schools, we say that, you know, we need inclusion in schools. But many a times the schools are not even empowered to understand what is autism, let alone being inclusive. I mean, think of any public school which is not very well resourced. Although we can advocate and get schools to understand they have to be inclusive, but then they need certain kind of resources, understanding, capacity, skill sets to ensure that they are inclusive. And these are the kind of empowerments which I'm sure through IAP's vast network, we can ensure. This is just one example, but from parents to caregivers to schools to clinics to hospitals, everywhere, there is so much opportunity to empower people to understand these kids, identify them early so that their challenges can be met and we can provide solutions so that their developmental trajectory can also be normal. So with this, I really want to thank the entire leadership, not just for this program in India, but also being inclusive. And I am very happy to see the inclusion of IPA in IAP, because IAP definitely is the biggest, one of the, I think the second biggest pediatric association globally. But offering it to IPA also helps other countries, especially in the region, benefit from all the good work that IAP does. So with this, I wish all the IAPians all the best in increasing awareness for children with special needs and ensuring that they have the opportunity to thrive to their maximum potential. Thank you, and back to you, Dr. Samit.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just a quick word I'd like to say. I'm sure on behalf of Dr. Basav, myself, all of us at IAP, that since Dr. Vivek Singh has been in charge of UNICEF, we have had a great rapport because he's such a great guy and a great friend. And we've had collaborations with him right from the plenary at Pedicon. And now we are going to go ahead with the program on autism, which is a national program under Dr. Basavaraj's guidance. Thank you, Vivek Bhai. So nice of you to be here today and for your kind words. I now would have the pleasure to invite our dear friend, Dr. Geeta Patil ma'am, who heads the scientific committee, to give her a few words as well as to name the other people on the scientific committee to acknowledge them for doing such wonderful work. Geeta ji, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, thank you, Dr. Vivek, sir, for encouraging word for IAP. This IAP ki baat community ke saath is going on mission mode. Already you have heard this is a fourth topic and a part of a scientific committee with me, Dr. Piyali Bhattacharya, you may be knowing, Dr. Prashant Karya, Dr. Mubashir, then Dr. Gayatri and Dr. Nirmala. All of them are doing great work. The experts submit to us. We little bit modify, edit, and then submit. It's a worth reading our scientific content. It is so simplified way. You can use for press, you can in front of pediatricians, community, teachers. That way we have created all the things. Not only scientific content, but taglines, FAQs, then actionable points already told. And we have created a PPT also, and that is also in a simplified way. The people who want to work can work very easily with this matter, what is given to them. And already, sir has mentioned about the theme color for World Autism. It is to honor and cherish the diverse spectrum of abilities and experiences of the autistic people. Now, obviously, we all are moving, and IAP will play a major role from surviving to thriving, shifting the focus from simply coping with the autism, then to create an environment where autistic people of all the age group will flourish. And IAP, already you mentioned this theme of the IAP, goes with the color theme, understand and empower. So IAP is doing a great work. And now with the launch of IAP Ki Baat community ke saath, we are going to have IAP guidelines also, autism guidelines. And I request our President, sir, Dr. G.V. Basavaraj, to release our guidelines that goes with the words that IAP is so much involved in these, all the activities. Over to Dr.
Yeah. So, Shruti ji, can you keep that ready? And now, Geeta Patil ma'am, thanks a lot. President sir is here, and I'd also request him to be joined by our President sir for IPA, Dr. Naveen Thakkar, as well as Dr. Kalatkar sir, President-elect. And now we have the duty to perform, which is the IAP guidelines on autism were the first guidelines in South Asia to have been published by Indian Academy of Pediatrics in 2017. And that was the first time these guidelines were ever published, along with guidelines on ADHD, guidelines on learning disability, and newborn hearing screening. But the autism guidelines have been quoted multiple times across the world, but it was time now to revise them. And under the guidance of Dr. Basavaraj sir, Dr. Yogesh Parikh sir, we have had the opportunity to update these guidelines. And I have to request Shruti ma'am and President sir and Naveen sir can please request Shruti ma'am to display the guidelines.
Yeah, Shruti, can you share it?
All right, just wait there, Shruti ma'am. Just wait there. Can you? So these are the IAP consensus guidelines for diagnosis and management of children with autism spectrum disorder from the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, revised 2024. Thank you, Basalraj sir, Dr. Naveen sir, Dr. Khalatkar sir for releasing it. But I have the duty to mention the people who have played a great role in it. Dr. Zafar Minai, all of them are on screen. Please turn on your videos. Dr. Zafar Minai, Dr. Leena Srivastav, Dr. Kawaljit Singh Multani, Dr. Shambhavi Seth, of course, Dr. Basavaraj sir, Dr. Yogesh sir, for their inputs, senior Dr. Veed Kalra ma'am, Dr. Shabina Ahmed ma'am, Dr. Jisa Undi sir who has joined us now, Dr. Monica Juneja ji, Dr. Sharmila Mukherjee ma'am, Dr. Ashok Rai sir, Dr. Ashok Datar sir, Dr. Beena Koshi ma'am, Dr. Shifali Gulati ji, Dr. Nandita D'Souza ji, and Dr. Anup Verma sir. So this has been a conglomeration of experts from across the nation, and it was a difficult task to update these guidelines because so much of research has come in now. And as you can see, these guidelines will be published very soon, but just we are happy that the President sir has released these guidelines today. I would like to thank all the people who have contributed as experts in the guidelines, as well as spent so many hours with us going through each and every line and each and every word, and so many references that have been utilized, because this is a very, very important document that the UNICEF, the WHO, the Government of India, and I'm happy that Vivek sir is here as well as IPA will look at, and Dr. Naveen Thakkar sir is here for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sameerji.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now just a couple of things that we'd like to say on behalf of the committee is that autism has had so much of work on awareness, and IAP has taken it to the next level under the guidance of Dr. Basavaraj, Dr. Khalatkar. However, as a person having worked in this field for 21 years, I have a couple of comments to make. The amount of increase in the awareness of autism is unprecedented because of IAP, but because of IAP NC ECD program started way back by Dr. Piyush Gupta sir as the president, then Dr. Ramesh, and then by Dr. Upendra. The component of developmental surveillance, and Dr. Basavaraj had picked that point up, has increased so much that now our pediatricians are picking up autism because the ECD program taught them about MChat and autism screening and developmental screening. And the number of children being diagnosed, being referred for services earlier, much earlier than the earlier ages previously, has increased. The question we must ask ourselves, is it helping their outcome? Are we only suspecting them, picking them up and referring them? Or are we also seeing that this is helping them? Because all of this is of no use if the ultimate outcome does not improve the life and the quality of these children and these families. And hence, a word of caution is breaking the stereotypes is the key message, correct? But the most important stereotype we have to break is in our own minds, because the intervention has got stereotyped. And in the last 10, 20 years, there is no new way of treating or dealing with these children. And I think as pediatricians, all of us must pay an attention to what is happening in terms of the results of these interventions. With these few words, I have now been joined by my dear colleague and senior Dr. Jisan Unni, who also was the convener of the team which wrote the IAP ki baat, Autism ki baat, IAP ke saath, community ke saath. Dr. Jisan represents Dr. Zafar, Dr. Leena, Dr. Kavalji, Dr. Shambhavi, and myself, who worked for these scientific guidelines for autism. Dr. Jisan sir, over to you. Yeah, these are our experts, as you can see. Dr. Jisan sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, Safar. Thank you, Sameer. It was lovely to be here today. It was an honor to be involved with the autism program and the neurodevelopment chapter. Such a lot of work in this area. And the survive to thrive is something that we must work on, because we must do something for these children. They should be able to work on their own, and they should be able to lead a life on their own 2 feet. That's something that life skills will play a great role in that. And all this is something that a neurodevelopment chapter, the IAP, is doing. So I think we're doing a lot of good for, making, here we in our hospital itself, we have the Awesome Bites. That is the autistic children, they make some food and they sell it, and they're making money out of it. So that's something that we must encourage. All of IAP should be working for making these children useful citizens of society. So important that we take care of these children and teach them life skills, because the communication problems is a big problem and they are not able to do work as they should. So I think we must work on that, because that is something that all of us should focus on, because just diagnosing autism is nothing. We are way past that, because we're diagnosing them by 2 years, 3 years of age in India. Is very, very good for the systems, but it's more when they grow up and what do they do with them is something that we must work on. I think it's a lovely opportunity to talk to all of you. Thank you so much.
Dr. Samir, unmute.
Thank you.
Samir ji, unmute.
Yes. Thank you, dear Dr. Jason, and thanks to all my colleagues in the scientific committee who are so kind to contribute to that. Now I have the pleasant duty to invite my dear friend, the dynamic Dr. Amresh Patil, EB member of IAP, as well as a key member of the IAP Ki Baat Community Ki Baat team, for introducing the guest of honor, our own dear Dr. Naveen Bhai Thakkar sir. Amresh Bhai, please come over.
Thank you, Samir sir. It's a pleasure to introduce our very own son of India, son of Gujarat, who is the president of International Pediatric Association, Dr. Naveen Thakkar sir. Heartily welcome to you, sir. Each and every IAPN who require no introduction of Dr. Naveen Thakkar sir. He has been the 4-time executive board member from Gujarat, and he has been the IAP president of Gujarat also. He has played a major role in polio being eradicated from our country. He was one of the first to receive the COVID vaccine. He has been working tirelessly to eradicate polio. He is also tech savvy and has been taking part in community literacy program across the country. He has been organizing the state branch conferences, annual conferences, NAS, and everything. He has been awarded with many prestigious awards, including the FIP award and the gold medal from the IAP Uttar Pradesh branch. His vision is a hardcore IAPN who has always advocated for focus CMAs and widespread use of technology in healthcare, social security schemes for the IAP members. He has been a grassroots worker who has taken IAP to this level and is now representing India at the International Pediatric Association. His son is my junior and I have a personal attachment to him. Thank you, sir, for being here, and over to you, sir. Dr. Naveen Thakkar, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Shruti, can you stop sharing it?
We request Naveen Thakkar, sir, to kindly come in.
Thank you. Thank you so much. President of IAP, Dr. Basavraj, and all my IAP colleagues. I suggested I am not going to take names. Vivek is a dear friend, and also many of you may not know, is my advisor, global health advisor. He advises me on what programs to take up, what theme should be selected, so which is not any conflict with UNICEF. So you can also take advantage of his expertise, which is, UNICEF will not mind. Now, very quickly, 2-3 things. First thing is about Dr. Basavraj. We finished our IAP Cochin Pedicon, and next day he was in Delhi. I was also there. No doubt I had a fall and injured my shoulder, but he was there. We spent 2 days together, and believe me, I have never seen, because after Pedicon, any president would like to take a break for at least a few days. But he was there taking notes, very actively participating. I was very impressed, and very, I knew that how this year is going to be. So it's such a pleasure to work with you, and thanks for the invite. Second thing, as I said, I'm not taking name. Vasant and we share a very special relationship. Sometime Vasant will share that, 2005, and he was installed by me as a Nagpur president, and now he is there. And of course, Yogesh is from Gujarat, and I'm so proud of him, all the good work he's doing, and all team. Samir, definitely my younger brother, and leading IPA ECD subgroup. Second thing is, this is, everybody will talk about autism. I want to talk about IAP and IPA. And I think people have talked about it, which I have started during Cochin Pedicon, even before in Gandhinagar Pedicon. Whenever anything happens in India, whole worlds watch. Whenever anything happens in Indian Academy of Pediatrics, whole world watches. I was recently in Nigeria. You know what they told me? We read books from India. We don't read, and no doubt you have a good publisher who take advantage of IAP expertise and maybe market in other places, but you can market directly. See, what is the biggest income and biggest thing for AAP? Their books, so Indian Academy has such expertise and it is followed everywhere. So now is the time for IAP ki baat duniya ke saath. 44 years back, a movie was released. You will understand what I'm saying. Purab and Paschim. There was a song. जब जीरो दिया मेरे भारत ने, भारत का रहने वाला हूँ, भारत की बात सुनाता हूँ. So Dr. Basavaraj, now is the time for you. So Vasant can follow up. In India, Gandhinagar conference, we said one thing. We want to project best of India to the rest of the world. And we did. With the help of, we assigned this to Vivek and team. And they presented best of India to the rest of the world. Now in the next conference in Mexico City, I will allot a full stall, big stall for Indian Academy of Pediatrics. And please present again best of India to the rest of the world. And please, this is the time. Now, if you make that 44 years old picture, how it will look like nowadays, Global South and North. And Global South, who is the leader? Everyone talks about Global South, including our Prime Minister and everyone. Who is the leader? There is a vacuum. And who will take leadership? Indian Academy has to take leadership. Whatever you do, if you don't share with the world, it will be, as I say in a blunt manner, it will be injustice. It is criminal if you don't share with the world what you are doing. Already they are following, but it may not be so systematic. So please do that, Basav. Come ahead and let us launch IAP ki baat duniya ke saath. Bharat ka rehne wala hu, Bharat ki baat. Right. So autism, definitely, it's such a huge problem. And we know more and more. Yesterday, I was preparing for some, pollution, climate change. And there it was also listed. It can also lead to autism. So team and everyone has taken it. Practical, how do you empower them, understand and empower them? That's really amazing. And it's a new understanding, which we have to take it to the whole world. And who will do it? Indian Academy of Pediatrics. So I don't want to say more, but this is the time of, I'm only a representative. I'm an Indian Academy of Pediatrics member. And it was because of IAP, we could reach there. So this is the time of India. This is the time of IAP. Let us plan, and next time when we meet on this platform, it should be IAP ki baat duniya ke saath. Thank you so much for inviting, and all my best to all of you, the great team, practically I know everyone very well, and definitely we will continue to interact and work towards most of our program area are led by Indian experts. Most of, co-chairs are from the Indian experts, and you are most welcome to join any work of IPA. It's your organization. It's the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, presidency, not my presidency. And you just name it and we will do it. Thank you so much again, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Naveen sir, for your encouraging words. Definitely we'll do it with your guidance. Back to Samir. Yeah.
Absolutely mesmerizing. हमारा global नेता हो तो कैसा हो? डॉक्टर नवीन ठक्कर जैसा हो, हमारा global नेता कैसा हो? क्या बात है, आईएपी के बाद दुनिया के साथ। अभी बसवराज सर हमको 15-20 मिनट तो फ्री देते थे दिन में, अभी आपने ये बोला है तो बसवराज सर हमसे वो भी ले लेंगे, क्योंकि इसके बाद तो कोई रेस्ट पॉसिबल है ही नहीं।
योगेश वसंत है, योगेश है, आप चिंता अकेले नहीं हो ना। 45,000
हमारे
Yes, yes, with 45,000 members.
सबके
We are
साथ
having 45,000 hands. Don't worry.
Absolutely. So fantastic. And on that inspirational note, we have to release the video that has been made by the committee, and we will request Naveen sir to release it. Just quickly before that, this is the work of the media committee, which includes wonderful hardworking people like Dr. Arundhati Patil ma'am, Dr. Divendra Rao Chaudhary sir, Dr. Jagruti Singh, Dr. Jagruti Sangvi, Dr. Kavaljit Multani, Dr. Pawan Kalyan from Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Satish Agarwal sir from Amravati, Dr. Surendra Singh Bisht, as well as our dear Dr. Sri Sailam Koturu, all of whom have taken the material from the scientific team and helped to produce this wonderful video. So we request Naveen sir to declare that the video should be released.
I declare video is to be released.
We are all different, and that's wonderful. Some differences are easy to see: height, hairstyle, eye color, and so on. Other differences can't be seen: our favorite foods, fears, or special skills. Interestingly, the way we see the world is also different. For instance, what do you see in this drawing? Most people see a duck, but some of you might have seen a rabbit. Whichever you saw, you are correct. This is just a trick drawing to show you that all brains work differently. The brain is your body's computer. It works differently for all of us and controls how you learn. That's why we are all good at different things. How you feel, which is why we all feel different emotions, and how you communicate. Sometimes the brain is connected in such a way
that we perceive and read situations differently from others.
This is known as autism. Remember, just because a PlayStation can't read an Xbox game, it doesn't mean it's broken. People with autism need friends who are willing to take the time to know them. With good communication and plenty of patience, everyone would be better off. People with autism are not ill or broken.
They have something unique about them.
And with a little support from their friends, they might just be able to share that view with us. Autism can make amazing things happen.
Thank you all the media committee for excellent.
I think this was one of the most touching videos that we had the opportunity to make, and I would request every member of IAP, all the 45,000 members led by President Dr. Basara, Dr. Kaladkar sir, Dr. Yogesh, Dr. Atanu, and the vice presidents to take this across the country via the OB and the EB. But I also request Dr. Naveen Bhai Thakkar sir, this is an internationally made international level video, and I would request you, Naveen sir, you are very fond of Twitter, to share it on your Twitter handle today, if I can make you that request, and to tag IAP and IAP Ki Baat community ke saath. So that's a personal request to you. And now with this, we are moving to have 5 of the most influential people in India, the 5 vice presidents of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, to quickly commit their to show their commitment to taking this message to the community. Dr. Satish Sharma sir, I've read your message. If you are willing to speak, please unmute and speak. If you are in a way that you can connect.
Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Satish Sharma
Hello.
sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Our visionary President Dr. Baswaraji, all the guest of honor of today's function, all our Vice President Samirji, all our past presidents and President IAP. I want to convey one message that we should have a holistic approach in this journey from diagnosis and intervention is not a one event, but this is a continuous process. So we have to have a holistic approach to not only for the autistic child, but for the family and for the community. And we should tell them, sometimes they they change the treatment, sometimes they go other option, but ultimately they approach us. So if we are sure and we have commitment, then we should have impact on the society and the community. And I'm sure that as our all earlier 3 programs have been very successful, and this one also be a very successful program under vision of our president, and this mission will continue future. Wish all the best for this. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, respected sir. In spite of traveling, you made time. Now it's my duty to invite Dr. Singaravelu sir, our Vice President, South Zone, for his kind words.
Thank you, Samirji, the most respected President Basavaraj sir and elect Vasant sir, guests of the day, and my good friend Naveen sir, and all the people who involved in creating this module, and our scientific committee as well as the media committee. It is really heartening to see, because I really made it happen today in a school where we conduct autism awareness. Our DIG of police, who is in charge of the 6 districts of our area, and he was a chief guest today. He really admired about all the scientific content which yesterday it was released, and he gave a talk on that. Nearly 150 autism children with their parents and relatives, nearly 500 people took part in this. Media was well covered, and it is only because of the enthusiasm created by our president and the team IAPK Bath Communication. Surely with this, definitely we can increase the awareness, and now the parents we were able to see after our talk, they interacted with us, their hopes are increasing. Definitely we are, as we are doing with other program, definitely this autism, I feel it is one of the best program which will be rolled out in the community, so that definitely we can bring out changes in children suffering from autism. Definitely our team is playing a major role to bring a new India people suffering from autism. I'm happy that I am also part of it. Surely we will do the best with all your cooperation. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My best wishes for our future endeavor also. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. I now request Dr. Atul Kulkarni, Vice President, West Zone. Yogesh bhai, can you see him? I can't see him on the screen. Dr. Ajay Srivastava, sir, Vice President, Central Zone. I think Ajay is also not joined, and Dr.
Samir, Ajay has written that he is in some emergency.
No, Ajay was there. He is written in he is in emergency.
So we wish him all the best for that. And since he is not there, I will take the opportunity to recite one little share with the President's permission.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, मेहरबा होकर बुला लो मुझे चाहो जिस वक्त, मेहरबा होकर बुला लो मुझे चाहे जिस वक्त, मैं गुजरा वक्त नहीं हूँ कि फिर लौट के आ न सकूँ. And to translate this for our friends who may not be very conversant with this, the language is that the child with autism is saying that it doesn't matter when you pick me up or when you pick up my diagnosis or the fact that I have a problem. It doesn't matter how late it is. I am not the time which has passed, which can never come back, which only goes to tell us that perhaps Ghalib knew about neuroplasticity, and neuroplasticity tells us that any child with a neurodevelopmental disorder, if you are able to give the right intervention, the child can show improvement at any stage of life, whether it is autism, whether it is ADHD, cerebral palsy, or learning disability. So with this, I now request Dr. Shantanu, our Vice President from the East Zone, to please.
I think he is preparation with our EB meeting.
Okay. So he must be busy with the EB meeting coming up day after. So now I would like to conclude the meeting by inviting our dear friend, the chairperson of the monitoring committee, Dr. Shantaraj sir, to offer a vote of thanks for this wonderful event that all of us have been part of today. Thank you so much. Dr. Shantaraj, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Samir. It's my proud privilege to thank the people who have supported this program. I thank Dr. Deepti Agarwal, madam. Due to some technical problems, she could not join. And I thank Dr. Vivek Virendra Singh and Dr. Naveen Tachar for their words of wisdom. A wonderful thing, sir. Definitely IAP ke baad, dunia ke saath. We cannot forget this. Thank you very much for the wonderful suggestions. I thank our Central IAP team headed by Dr. Baswaraja, sir. And this is and thank him for conceiving this wonderful idea of IAP ke baad community ke saath. We cannot forget this. This is a wonderful brainchild of Dr. Baswaraja. Thank you for conceiving this. And thanks Dr. Vasant Kalatkar for supporting this event at each and every step. And I thank Dr. Upendra Kinjavadekar, Dr. Yogesh Barik Bhai, and Dr. Atanu Bandra for their support in this. I thank all the scientific committee members headed by Dr. Geeta Patil. I thank all the national coordinators, Dr. Geeta Patil, Dr. Samir Dalwai, Dr. Kishore Baindu, myself, and Dr. Amresh Patil for their support. And I, without forgetting, it's my duty to thank the expert community team who are the real people who worked on this. Dr. Jason Unni, Dr. Samir Dalwai, Dr. Shambhavi Seth, Dr. Zafar Meenai, Dr. Leena Srivastav, and Dr. Kawaljit Multani for their wonderful support and the information they are given here. I thank all the DIAP and Central IAP office staff in this, and I thank each and everybody who is directly or indirectly involved in making this wonderful thing happen today. And IAP should become known to each and every Indian and should become a household name by the end of this year. With this, I conclude. Thank you, and thank you very much for each and every one. Thank you.
Thank you, Naveen sir. Thank you, Vivek ji, once again for taking out your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. All
Thank
the
you,
best.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you all, sir. Thank you all.
Let us go together. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please stop the recording.
Samir, everybody took your word that names were not repeated. Wonderful. Yeah, MC. Wonderful. It was
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
मुझे
मुझे
ऐसा
ऐसा
followed it to the T.
पता हो मेरे लोग मेरी बात मानेंगे तो और भी कुछ बोल देता.
Good.
हाँ,
Thank you,
Samir,
sir. Wonderful message.